Hello, this is Stu from 7c.info, and I'm going to quickly walk you through how to update faction symbols in Magic Set Editor 2. This is what I use to make the Westerly Winds fan set and anything else I decide to fiddle around with when it comes to designing 7c cards. So if you don't have Magic Set Editor 2, just Google that. You'll find a website where you can download the application. It's a Windows app, and and then on that site you'll also find the place to download various frames for different types of games. 7c will be on there. The frames haven't been updated in a long time, but neither has the game, so it's no big deal. And when you come into the system, it'll prompt you to create a new set, and you can just get started by creating a new set. And you can click on the card frame and choose what type of frame you'd like to create. Maybe I want to create a crew card or a new type of captain or anything like that. And when you get into creating new sets for 7c, you generally feel like creating your own captain and faction. And to do that, you'll need to create a faction symbol and have it display in Magic Set Editor to then create your crew and your captain, your ship, and all that fun stuff. So it happens that the frames that we use for 7c were actually taken from the original file was done from Legend of the Five Rings. So there's still a couple of lingering Legend of the Five Rings components that are going to be you'll see in the frame. So in this case, Crab Clan, Lion Clan, etc. In addition to the other factions, which actually for creating our own faction symbol is really convenient. So if we want to create our own faction, the first thing we'll want to do is go to our program files or wherever you've installed Magic Set Editor in your system. I have in the C drive under Program Files, and then go to Magic Set Editor 2 folder, and then go to Data. And this is where you're going to see all the different types of files you have for the various types of games. Now, I'm a big Magic the Gathering fan as well, so you'll see I have the Magic game, and then I have a bunch of different Magic style files. And each one of these is a different type of frame. If you wanted to go like recreate the old school frames or create a new type of like modern frame, you're more than welcome to. I've been doing it on and off for a while, and I just never got around to releasing it. And I'm happy to send people those files if they'd like to tinker around. So there'll be a game file. This is going to control like keywords and some other components of like how the application actually displays text and images and when and why, because they're conditional things in the game, right? For an action card, we might have a cancel cost versus an adventure is not going to have that, or a crew card. So this is we can go through and define all of the different available options, and then what the system, how the system is going to react to them. So if you really wanted to get technical, when you update the style file, the style file, we'll take a look at in a second. We should also update the game file so that this becomes Stu's faction instead of Lion Clan. If you just want to have a different image, it doesn't really matter that much. If you want to get fancier, then I would highly recommend that. And then there is, go back to that folder. So we went to the game folder. We don't really need to mess with that. We want to go to the style folder, and this is where we're going to find the frames and all the icons and images that go along with the game. And in this case, you'll find Lion Clan and some of the other clans that we're not using for the faction symbol. So you can actually just take this image, erase the Lion Clan logo, and put in your own faction symbol based on whatever it is you want to create. And then just save it back to this folder with the same name, and Magic Set Editor will start to show that image, whatever is appropriate. And that's all you really need to do. If you want to get more technical, you want to change around names and have it fit in more with what you're trying to accomplish, then you can also open up the style file within the style folder. And as you can see, I've already pulled it up here. And this is where you can edit the stylization for all the cards and the icons and symbols and text and so on. So what fonts, we'll see things like fonts along the top, and then we'll find card styles. Where does the picture image go? Does it appear slightly different places based on the type of card, which if you ever look at the cards, you'll know that the images actually do move up and down and side to side a little bit based on the type of card. And then if you want to create like a new type of frame, you can create a new choice for the image here. You also have to update the game file with the appropriate place. So all this is corresponding to one another. And then if we come down, we have faction symbol 1 is conveniently right at the top of the list. So this is where we can see where Lion Clan gets pulled from and the name of the image. So we could go in and change around the name of the image and this value, and then update it again, the corresponding value in the game file, and then it would all jive together. If you really don't like the name of the image file for some reason, you could go in and change this to like Stew Clan or just Stew Faction or whatever you want to name it. But that's really all there is to it. So if you want a quick and easy, you can just change around the image in the folder. And if you want to get a little fancier, then you can start to go through the style and game files to update names and then the appropriate images. If you want to change like secret society symbols or add your own, or change the position on the card where they appear, then we would control that from this section. So we could add a new value to our list to be selected from, and then the corresponding image. Then our game file, we'd need to go down and update the secret society section here with the appropriate name. And then if you wanted to put it in a different position or have a different kind of symbol, then you can basically just copy this and replace it and then create a place for it in the game file. But anyways, hopefully that is helpful, pretty straightforward. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me through 7c.info. And wish you all the best. Look forward to seeing all your custom cards.